Tired of burning cash on specs that don't move the needle? Today I'm breaking down 5 stereo amps that punch way above their price class and often land under $500 when you shop smart. We'll hit real power, noise performance, and the features that matter: phono stages, tone controls, and honest inputs, minus the fluff. If you want champagne sound on a seltzer budget, this 2025 shortlist is your fast track. Coming in at the 5th spot, the Denon PMA-600NE checks in at $599, a no-nonsense integrated that sounds richer than its price tag. Expect Denon's classic recipe: a stable power supply, high current output, and a voicing that's clean, confident, and just a touch warm. Bass is grip, vocals sit clear in the mix, and treble stays smooth, no splash, no sting. Imaging lock center, with tidy left-right placement that makes small rooms feel bigger. Everyday use is where it wins. You get sensible analog inputs for legacy gear, digital inputs for TV or streamer, and a quiet phono stage that lets budget cartridges sing. Want purity? Hit source direct/analog mode to shorten the signal path. Need a nudge? Gentle tone controls help tame bright rooms or thin recordings without wrecking the mix. Setup tips: park it on a solid shelf, keep speaker cables reasonable, and match with neutral, easy-to-drive speakers, compact bookshelves, or friendly floor standers in the 86 to 90 dB range. Feed it a clean digital source, and you'll hear timing tighten and backgrounds darken. At $599, the PMA-600NE is a buy once, enjoy daily starter amp, feature complete, musically honest, and ready to anchor a grown-up 2-channel system without draining your wallet. Securing the 4th position, the Cambridge Audio AXA35 lands at $449, a minimalist integrated that proves less can sound like a lot more. Rated at 35 watts per channel into 8 ohms, it's built around a robust power supply and a clean, analog-only topology that trades flashy features for lower noise and honest musical flow. Translation: top bass lines, open mids that let vocals breathe, and a smooth, grain-free top end you can listen to for hours. You get what matters for real systems. For line-level inputs, a built-in phono stage for your turntable, a front 3.5mm AUX for quick plug-ins, and a proper headphone output for late nights. No internal DAC here, by design. Pair it with an affordable external DAC later, and the AXA35 happily scales without forcing a full amp upgrade. Setup tips: give it a solid shelf, keep speaker cables sensible, and match with easy-to-drive speakers in the 87 to 90 dB range. Compact floor standers or honest bookshelves work beautifully. Use the gentle bass treble trims to tame bright rooms or lean recordings. Then set and forget. The payoff? Timing that feels locked, imaging that snaps center, and a relaxed but revealing tone that flatters indie, folk, jazz, and classic rock. At $449, the AXA35 is the budget purist's pick: quiet, musical, and ready to grow with the rest of your rig. Taking the 3rd place on our list, the Onkyo A-9110 checks in at $349, a straight-shooting integrated that delivers clean, confident power without the gimmicks. The voicing is refreshingly honest, bass is taut and rhythmically sure, mids put vocals and guitars right where they belong, and treble stays smooth, detailed, not brittle. It's the kind of amp that makes budget speakers step up, tightening timing and opening the stage so imaging snaps center with believable depth. What you get is the essentials done right: multiple line-level inputs for your streamer, CD player, or TV, a responsive volume control with fine adjustment at low levels, tone bypass direct for purist listening, and gentle bass treble trims when your room or recordings need help. No built-in DAC or phono stage here, by design, which keeps the signal path simple and noise low. Add an external DAC or phono pre later, and the A-9110 happily scales. Setup tips: give it a solid shelf, keep speaker cables reasonable, and pair with easy-to-drive bookshelves or compact floor standers in the 87 to 90 dB range. Start with tone controls flat, then nudge as needed to tame brightness or add a touch of warmth. At $349, the A-9110 is the quiet achiever: musical, reliable, and surprisingly revealing for the money. Buy it to stop tinkering and start listening. Runner-up at number 2. The Yamaha AS301 lands at $379, a feature-rich integrated that sounds far pricier than it looks. Expect that classic Yamaha balance: clean, slightly warm mids for vocals and guitars, bass with real grip, and a smooth top end that never turns splashy. Power is ample for real rooms, with authoritative control at everyday volumes and enough headroom for lively peaks. Practicality is where it shines. You get built-in DAC inputs, optical and coax, for TV and streamers, a quiet photo stage for your turntable, pure direct to shorten the signal path, and variable loudness to restore body at late-night levels. No need to crank just to hear detail. There's also a subwoofer out for easy 2-1 upgrades, plus gentle bass/treble trims when your room or recordings need a touch of help. Setup tips: park it on a solid shelf with breathing room, keep interconnects short, and pair with easy-to-drive speakers in the 87 to 90 dB range. Honest bookshelves or compact floor standers work beautifully. Start with pure direct for the cleanest presentation. Add variable loudness when listening quietly to keep the music full. At $379, the AS301 is a rare do-it-all amp at a starter price. Musical, versatile, and built to anchor a sensible, high-value 2-channel system for years. And finally, topping our list at number 1, the NAD D3020V2 checks in at $999, a compact amp that behaves like a full-size heavyweight. This little tower delivers clean, confident power with real current on tap, tight bass lines, clear mids that put vocals front and center, and a smooth, grain-free top end that stays easy for hours. Imaging snaps into focus, and timing feels locked in even at late-night volumes. What makes it a category cheat is versatility. You get aptX Bluetooth for instant streaming, optical/coaxial digital for TV or transport, a quiet photo stage for vinyl, plus sub-out and pre-out for 2.1 or future separates. The headphone stage is no afterthought, great for focus sessions, while the compact chassis runs cool, stands vertical or horizontal, and disappears visually on a desk or shelf. Use bass EQ sparingly to fill in small rooms, then flip it off for purest tracks. Keep speaker run short, park it on a solid surface with breathing room, and pair with efficient monitors or compact floor standers in the 87 to 90 dB range. Add a modest sub, and you've got living room authority from a shoebox footprint. At $999, the D3020V2 is the tiny titan, modern connectivity, honest power, and grown-up sound that makes upgrade fever calm down fast. And that wraps up our list of 5 stereo amplifiers under $500 that deliver premium sound without the premium price. Whether you're into Denon's warm tones, Cambridge Audio's clean precision, or Yamaha's dynamic punch, there's an amp here that fits both your budget and your taste. Remember, great audio doesn't always mean spending thousands. It's about choosing smart and matching your gear to your needs. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more audio gear breakdowns and value-packed reviews. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.